Scott Dick here alongside Jason Mangum for HorseRacingNation.com. Me and Jason are teaming up with a couple of our buddies, Eric and Roger, to take down this $50,000 guaranteed late pick 4 on Saturday's card for Indiana Downs. The late pick 4 starts off with race number 8. It's the $100,000 Mary Holman George Stakes. It's a mile and 16th on the main track. The 1A, Don't Tell Sophia, is 8 to 5 on the morning line. Jason, tell us a little bit about this horse.
Oh, well, she's the class of the race. She was very successful down at Oaklawn Park this spring. She also owns the fastest speed figures. It is a shame that she has been off since April, so you don't know if you're going to get the 100% effort out of Don't Tell Sophia, but she's definitely the top contender in this race.
The number 6, Maud S, is a horse I like a little bit. This horse loves a wet track, and if it rains Saturday like it's supposed to, it's really going to set up for her. She's 3 for 5 at the distance with a second and a third place finish. This is a horse I really think is going to run well. Eric, can you give us a horse you like in this race?
Yeah, I like the 7. Speed's been really holding up here the last couple days. It's been raining quite a bit, and there's still like a 40% chance of rain tomorrow. So I think Leandro Goncalves is on the lead. Magic Hour could gate the wire of the field.
Thanks, Eric. Roger, why don't you give us a horse in this race you like?
I like the 3, Same Cross. This horse, first time this horse is going to go the distance, but he's really been working well. Larry Jones, if anybody can get this done, it'll be Larry. Really good bullet work here last time at Churchill.
On to the 9th race. It's the $100,000 Michael Schaefer Mile. This race is loaded with speed and a lot of talented horses. An interesting horse that comes in from California is Rail Trip. Rail Trip, second place finisher in the Breeders' Cup Mile. This horse is very talented, but might be on the down end a little bit. Last 2 races weren't great, and he's shipping to Indiana, which is a little interesting. Jason, who do you like in this race?
I'm going to look to the 4, Ceruni. This horse last out was just defeated by Wise Dan just by a couple of lengths on the grass, and looks to sit a good trip today with all the speed. Should be laying about 4th or 5th, and hopefully we'll be able to get the job done from there.
Just like you said, Jason, there's a ton of speed in the race, and I like last year's Derby winner, neck and neck. Ian Wilkes should have this horse fired up and ready to go. Look for him to be closing late.
Roger?
I love Tap Town. This horse, I think, is the class of the race. Tim Gleishaw. This horse wins this race today. He is going to the Breeders' Cup. I just think Calvin Burrell and Tim's going to team up here and really run big.
The number 8, It Happened Again, is an interesting horse also. He's 2 for 2 at Indiana Downs. He really seems to love this track. The race might set up for him, and that's another horse we like in this race. On to the 10th race. It is the Grade 2 $200,000 Indiana Oaks. 3-year-old fillies going a mile and 16th on the main track. Jason, is this just a one-horse race?
It looks to be that way. 50 Shades of Hay, the 2-horse, chased Princess of Silmar last out in the Alabama up at Saratoga, and we all saw last weekend what Princess of Silmar did. She just lays over this field, and she should easily win.
Eric, do you see this any differently?
Should be really tough to catch and beat, but I think Fully Living, it's a cheaper horse, but she's been in really good form here of late, and I think she has the best potential on running a big race.
Roger, is there anyone that can beat 50 Shades of Hay?
No, not after Baffert got shut out here at Indiana or at Hoosier Park last year. He's going to be firing here. This horse I don't think can lose.
We're on to the 11th race, which is the feature of Indiana racing. It's the $500,000 Grade 2 Indiana Derby. Jason, I believe this race just runs through Power Broker right now. This horse just looks dynamite. He's 2 for 2 on the wet track. He's just coming off a second place finish in the Haskell to Verrazano, one of the top 3-year-olds in the country. Jason, how do you see this race playing out?
I think there's a little bit more speed in this race, and it may not set up quite perfectly for Power Broker. I think there are a handful of horses that can upset him. I'm going to lean towards the 2, Mr. Palmer out of the Bill Mott barn. Nobody is better for shooting for a specific spot, in my opinion, than Bill Mott. And if you look at this horse, back in August, this horse has been working out every 7 days. And there should be enough speed to set up his late kick, and I think this horse is on the improve, and Bill Mott always runs horses off layoffs well.
Eric?
I really like Power Broker. Bob Baffert, he used to always own the Indiana Derby, and last year he finally got beat, and he's getting his jock Martin Garcia the mount this year. And I look for them to run a big race.
Roger, how do you feel about this race?
I think it's a 2-horse race. I think it's Mr. Palmer, which Billy Mott is so patient with his horses. This horse is off the layoff, working so well, like you say. Him and Power Broker to me.
Another interesting long shot is the number 10 Braidster. This horse, second off a long layoff. He's awesome at the distance. He's 2 for 2. He's stretching back out, working great. He's coming in here. He's up and coming, and I think the number 10 Braidster could be a horse to shock the world at a price. Going back over our pick 4 ticket, we start off with the 1, 3, 6, 7. We use the 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 12. The number 2. And the 2, 6, 10. It's a $42 ticket for a 50-cent wager. And we hope to see everybody out in Indiana Downs on Saturday.